Jaycoven production.
The first step is taking the first step, and now that this nigga rapping, I promise they upset.
Turn up.
The first step is taking the first step, and now that this nigga rapping, I promise they upset.
Turn up.
The first step is taking the first step, and now that this nigga rapping, I promise they upset.
Turn up.
The first step is taking the first step, and now that this nigga rapping, I promise they upset.
Turn up.
The first step is taking the first step, and now that this nigga rapping, I promise they upset.
Turn up.
The first step is taking the first step, and now that this nigga rapping, I promise they upset.
Me, myself, and I, no time for games. Only wipe them if I trust them. Who's to trust these days? Realize the most, they propose to hoes. I'm flirting with success, engaging flows and dressing goals. I'm being me, loyal to myself, but if my brothers need my help, I got their back, and that's till death. A problem get to jumping, then I solve it like what's left. Lifting bars above your head, that's doing reps. Head for check your deck, cause I ain't here to bluff. At the point where having it all ain't enough. Chasing dreams, rappers faking, I ain't trying to hear it. Talking about this and that with the false appearance. My people get it, the end is near and I'm never fearing. Pray to God to take my soul, the trumpets blow and my spirit cheering. It's a cold world and I'm still chilling. Been the struggle and I die to make a living,
The first step is taking the first step, and now that this nigga rapping, I promise they upset.
Turn up.
The first step is taking the first step, and now that this nigga rapping, I promise they upset.
Turn up.
The first step is taking the first step, and now that this nigga rapping, I promise they upset.
Turn up.
The first step is taking the first step, and now that this nigga rapping, I promise they upset. The first step is taking the first step. I'm pushing out all these verses, I'm sorry if you ain't heard yet. I want Bugattis, I'm chasing Rarries and Corvettes. I keep on asking, is you done being a whore yet? Not being disrespectful, trying to ease around these niggas that been trying to check you. But if not, take my rapping to a different level. Niggas trying to hold me, then I tell them go and get the bezel. This the motion, I rap my ass like I'm chosen. I do this shit for my city, in front of y'all it was Coven. Like drop that ass for a 50, come on. Go drop that ass like you Nicki, come on. I'm rapping, my niggas with me, I'm home. Take it back, I hate to ask you this question, but have you been sipping liquor and making moves like you flexing? Reversing that, I love to be chillin' with ya. I know that you sipping liquor and waiting for me to check it. Beside of that, I took an X to a map. I told you my team is searching for money, like where it at? Beside of that, I took an X to a map. I told you my team is searching for money, like where it at, huh? The first step is taking the first step, and now that this nigga rapping, I promise they upset.
Turn up.
The first step is taking the first step, and now that this nigga rapping, I promise they upset.
Turn up.
The first step is taking the first step, and now that this nigga rapping, I promise they upset.
Turn up.
The first step is taking the first step, and now that this nigga rapping, I promise they upset.
I said first step is with all the drama. You can miss me, bad chick, all this miss me's bucket had with me, that's nothing. Mama text me like, boy, I'm so mad at you. Same kid in high school that couldn't control his attitude, man. I'm just trying to make it out. They don't understand it, they know they when they come around just to take you out. A lot of people went the Matrix route, had to duck a couple bullets just to make it safe and sound. That's real though. And I was taught that death is what you can't fear, and sometimes you feel the most love when the hate near. Sometimes life move fast without the drink near, and doubling Advil can't even cure the pain here. I'm just hoping that my morals stay the same here. I'm trying to get my mama Road Ranger. I'm just trying to make sure nobody mad at me, and if so, at least my dad happy.
The first step is taking the first step, and now that this nigga rapping, I promise they upset.
Turn up.
The first step is taking the first step, and now that this nigga rapping, I promise they upset.
Turn up.
The first step is taking the first step, and now that this nigga rapping, I promise they upset.
Turn up.
The first step is taking the first step, and now that this nigga rapping, I promise they upset.